It's an adventure every day coming up into the job site. The stuff was all frozen this morning, so I had to go 2 miles an hour to keep from beating my fucking guts out. Now it's all fucking mud and slop because it warmed up and got above freezing today and melted it all off, and then tomorrow morning be the same thing. Man, it'll be fucking froze up harder than a fucking wedding Peter, and then it'll be softer than a wet fucking snatch. Come the fuck back down out of here. This Saturday is supposed to be high of almost 60 degrees. Tomorrow is supposed to be rain in the afternoon, I think. I don't remember. The weather is so fucked up, and especially this time of year, and plus they can't predict a fucking thing. You'd think they would learn off of previous years so they can get like an idea of what the fuck goes on every year. Coming up on the month of March. Sunday will be the first day of March, and that'll be closer to spring type weather. It's going to be the kind of weather that is fucked up. One day it'll be fucking blowing snow up your ass, the next day it'll be 60. Does this every fucking year the same way. So there's idiot politicians down there like fucking Al Gore and Bill Gates and all these other douchebags. They can't sit around and say, oh my God, climate change. Yeah, fuck you, you dumb bastards. Oh my God, the earth is heating. Oh my God, we need to block out the sun and have planes fly over and spray chemicals through the air. So then it floats down and gets into everybody's water supply and makes everybody sterile. So we can have population control and combat climate change at the same time. I'm Bill Gates, the faggot. Fucking douchebag bitch. Him, Al Gore, and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers, and he turned into shark food. But anyway, look at this sloppy fucking mess. It looks like diarrhea down through here. Looks like down there close to the fucking inner harbor down there where all that sewage and stuff is flowing down there around Baltimore. Good job, Westmore. You're really fucking doing a good job down there. And then I'll just turn around and blame the president for it. Damn you, damn president. Stop making our shit pipes bust. Stop it. Fucking dumb bastard. You dumb bald fuck. It's close to 2 miles in. If not, it is 2 miles up there on the job. But, I was already 3/4 of the way down that first part when I decided to start making a video. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to head down to Rural King and get some dog food and get some treats for my black, crazy ass motherfucking German Shepherd. That dog is a fucking nutcase. I put a pair of welding gloves on the other day, and he knows that it's playtime when I put those on. I had him in the house there, standing in front of me, and I put them on. I clapped them together. He came and started attacking my hands. But then he get to scratching my fucking legs and shit, like my shins. And I mean, I know he's just being playful, and he's just so fucking wound up because he's on the chain through the day sometimes. Like today, I figure he'll be inside unless my son put him outside for some reason today. But he's usually inside. Whenever we leave the house, he's kenneled up because I don't trust him. There's too much shit that he can get into. He can rest his fucking head right on my kitchen table, so I always gotta holler at him for that. Nice big fucking bumps. And a lot of times in the morning when this shit's froze, it expands and it sticks up, and sometimes I drag on it coming in here. So that's another good reason to be putting a fucking lift kit on this bitch. The shocks, I got a message today from Evil Bay, and the shocks should be on my porch when I get home. The F-150 shocks I have to get for this thing. And that's all I need pretty much. That, and next week I'm going to be tagging up the Mercury. Get tags on it. I'll start running it. Then I can put this thing on the lift at my leisure after I get the other car tagged up. That way, when it's all tagged up, ready to go, I can put this thing on the lift and put the lift kit on it, put the new shocks on it, which I just put new shocks on this fucking thing. I guess I'll just take them off and save them. Hopefully they come off easily, because I really torqued them on when I put them on there. But the thing with the F-150 shocks, I'll have to put some spacers on the bottom where it connects to the bottom part of the rear end, because these shocks that are on it, for some reason it has a wide bracket and it has spacers built on the shock. So I will have to put washers or cut some tubing or something. Tubing that the bolt will fit through. And that's what we'll do. And then I have to get some tires. I have to get some other tires. I found a set on Marketplace that are in Oakland, Maryland, which is about a 40-minute drive for me. So I can possibly get those. They're what are they? I think they're 245 70 17s to mount on the cop car wheels. So after the lift is done, I'll have a nice fucking set of meat. I have some meat on here. Plus I have the height and all that other shit. But these tires here, I'll probably let these tires on until I know the snow is done hammering down. I'll put those other tires on, and we'll see what the hell happens. I gotta go over here and hug this side, because for some reason on this other side of the road I drag here and there. I feel shit hitting the floorboards over here. And plus, and one thing I don't like about driving in the center, put my tire in the center, is there's a lot of gravel in there, and it gets lodged in between the caliper and the wheel, and that's fucking fantastic. So anyway, about down out of here. Just flies up in the wheel wells. Got piles and piles of mud in there. My skid plate is so full of mud, I'm going to have to take something next time I go to the car wash. I have to take something with me and hook all that dried mud and drag it down out of there, because I'll have to cut the wheels. I'm going to, before I do any of this lift kit stuff on this car, I'm going to, ooh, that piece, I drug on that fucking piece. That was not good. But anyhow, I'm going to make sure this son of a bitch is clean before I go tearing anything off of it, because mud is a pain in the ass. Oops. He would just fly down over that fucking hill back there. There's some nice manholes in the middle of this road. This thing's covered in a shit pile of fucking mud. You know, it tends to make people believe that it's not a real cop car. So, well, it's a real cop car, but it makes people, you know, you see them, and they'll think that it's, you know, a retired one. I should have stopped for that school bus back there, but he was still moving, so we're good. I hear that these people around here are starting to complain about the coal dirt and trash along the road from hauling coal out of these mines down here. You know what? These towns down here were built on mining, so I don't really understand understand why they're complaining, because this is their heritage. Throw a little bit of washer fluid on the fucking windshield here, get some of this mud off. Sometimes I pass some old co-workers coming out through here. It was a snowing and blowing this morning, because we're down off the mountain. It didn't really do much snowing down here. But the wind blew hard enough last night, it woke me up at about 2 o'clock this morning, or 2:30. I heard something thumping outside. garage and looked like the damn roof was coming off the garage. I thought, holy fuck. I thought there was a piece of fucking tin rolled up out there smacking around. So get all my stuff on, went outside with the light. Here was a piece of spouting that come up out of the cradles on the spouting. Just one section of it. The wind blew it up out of the cradle, and then it was bent around, slapping the roof, slapping up and down on the roof. And it's like, how in the fuck does that happen? I mean, I know I didn't really have it secure in there real good, but still, I mean, I thought I had screws in it. I guess I didn't. This weekend we're going to fix it all. We're going to fix all of it. So, and the Mercury is going to get a set of modified mufflers. I got a set of mufflers off Uncle Big Block. I'm probably only going to modify one. I'm going to put one muffler on it. I'm going to cut the muffler open, and I'm going to change the shit inside of it. I'm going to put it back together, and I'm going to make it a dual outlet. And we're going to make it like a NASCAR type exhaust. Not sure if that was a piggy or what that. It's not. It's somebody waiting for their kid. But anyhow, there's a guy over here on the right. See all these empty pavilions and this little garage over here? Used to have a bunch of them old 60s model Chevy trucks in there. And he had like 3 of them fuckers. And he had a square body, step side, short bed. They all had grandpappy caps on the beds. He had an old Chevy too. I forget what year it was. 60s model. And it was in there. It was like a, I don't know, like an ugly brown color. It was a 4-door, but still. And I asked a couple people about those vehicles there, and they're like, "Oh, you never get those off of him. He's going to keep them forever." Well, apparently he must have passed away, and now all the vehicles are gone. Or we got evicted out of there, one of the two. These people, they can't see all the mud on my car, so they probably think I'm an actual cop, and they're hitting the brakes and such. That shit is pretty funny, though. Baby. Just plow the snow in the middle of the fucking parking lot. That's what I would do. Clearly, that's exactly what I would do. Got some fart smuckers around here.